today we are talking about motivation. This Instagram Live is inspired by a message that I just got from my friend Lauren, and I'm gonna read you the message that she sent because I know a lot of you are gonna be able to resonate with this. I even have a couple clients right now. I know you're gonna watch this and you're gonna be like, this is my story too. Also struggle with motivation. So here's the message, roll quickly, everyone. For the past month, I've been really struggling to get into my workouts or even get the motivation to start them, right? Been there. I was so motivated for so long. I can't work out in the mornings and I work late every other week. So I'm struggling to keep going once I'm home from work. Totally. I keep trying to remember why I do it. Awesome. But I just can't seem to change my mindset. I wonder if you had any wise words at all. Okay, so one thing for sure, we all struggle with motivation, even myself. It is like, I do love to go work out, but sometimes I just don't want to. So I want you to know that if you struggle with not having motivation, that's normal and there's nothing wrong with you. Couple points here. We have to realize that motivation is a fleeting feeling. One of my favorite analogies, I have to pat myself on the back for this one. I refer to motivation as your fickle friend or your flighty friend, right? You love when she's around because she's so much fun and she is awesome. But you can't rely on her to pick you up from the airport, right? You just don't know if she's going to be there. So what we need is, instead of motivation, we need more routines. So one thing that's going to help you when motivation isn't lacking is having a set time, as set as possible, where you consistently go and do something so that it takes less motivation and more automation to get you there. So, it sounds like Paige, her workout time has been disrupted. So what we need to do now is find a new time that is reasonable for her to go work out. Now, the other thing is, I think once we step away from working out for a while, or anytime, you guys, I struggle with washing my face. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know I struggle with cleaning my house. Like most adult things I really struggle with. I can go work out. That's all I have going for me. Everything else is a huge struggle. So I understand. What has helped me is lowering the bar. Okay, maybe your workouts look a little bit different as you start to rebuild this habit. So instead of saying, I'm gonna go to the gym for an hour and I'm gonna do this leg day or whatever, maybe your workout for that day is to go outside and walk for 10 minutes. Low barrier to entry. You can definitely do that. And it's going to, number one, get your habit formed. And number two, it's going to prove to yourself that you can do this. Because the thing that stinks about not doing something is it makes us feel less than. It makes us feel like we are failing when we say we want to do something, but then things come up and we don't do it, right? Again, that is that, oh good, you're watching, Paige. That is that thing, that's that cognitive dissonance that you see me talk about a lot, right? I say I'm gonna do this, I got caught at work and I didn't do my workout, so this space in between is what makes me feel like shit. It steals my motivation even more because I'm feeling like a failure, and it gets harder and harder and harder the longer you go without doing it. So making it a habit, starting small, not expecting yourself to go to the gym and get an hour-long workout in. Instead, say, I'm gonna do 10 minutes of walking, and that starts to build the habit again. The other thing that we have to remember is feelings are meant to be acknowledged for sure. But we can't let our feelings dictate our actions all the time, right? I never want to brush my teeth. I'll be honest with you. You probably think I'm disgusting. I never want to brush my teeth. But if I didn't ever brush my teeth, I couldn't have a conversation with anyone. I would be a really, really gross person, right? So I don't want to brush my teeth, but I have to brush my teeth. I can't let my emotions get in the way of that. I'm going to honor that. Yes, Kylie, I understand you don't want to do XYZ right now, but we need to do this because. And, you mentioned you're trying to remember your why, and that is always a great thing. But sometimes we need something just a little bit more tactical. So when motivation is not there, this is when we have to really get tactical. Start to create that routine by doing something so small. So as you're thinking about this, if you are lowering the bar, you need to be 99.9% certain that you can get this done, right? Maybe it's 15 minutes of air squats, push-ups, and lunges. Workout done. And then you're going to start to reap the benefits of that. And you're like, oh, that felt pretty good. I know why I do this now. And then you start the confidence competence loop. The more you do it, the better you get at it. The more confident you feel. It builds your competence. So then you start to flex that muscle and work that muscle again. And then when you have to know, you got to be prepared. There's going to come a time. Work schedule changes, kids aren't sleeping, life is happening or whatever. You're not going to want to go do it. And keep in mind, we do need rest days. I'm not telling you work out every day, and I'm not telling you never miss a Monday. That shit's bullshit. But you need to understand that this is going to happen again, and it's a natural part of the process. So I'm going to feel this way sometimes. I can't let my feelings dictate my actions. And it's always a practice. It's always a practice. So hopefully you're able to take something from this. And, I'm a big believer in rituals as well. So as you're finding that time in your day when you do have 10, 15 minutes to do a workout, Lily, we're starting small. Okay, what do I do before my workout? How can I prime my body? So for me, like an hour before, I eat. Okay, then half an hour before, if I'm taking a pre-workout, I'll start to drink my pre-workout. I'll get my workout clothes on. So my body and my mind know what's about to go down. Like, oh, she's eating her lunch. Oh, she's getting her pre-workout. Oh, she's putting her workout clothes on. Okay, and then when I'm on the way, or even during COVID when I worked out at home, I've got my music going. I've got a playlist, right? Don't ever underestimate the power of music. Get your workout jams or just the music that makes you feel good, because oftentimes all we need to do is just move. I know when you go home from work and say you're going to go to the gym, like that is the biggest lie we tell ourselves. The minute we sit down on the couch, we know we're not leaving. So, don't sit down, change your clothes, and then put that music on and then get to it. Because when we sit down, it's just too hard to get up. So you're getting your routine, like all these triggers, music, workout, pre-workout stuff. Then you got your triggers. What was I going to say after that? Basically, that's it. You've got your triggers. Oh, and your environment. So your environment, it should be pulling you in the direction you want to go, not pushing up against you, creating resistance. So that's why, I'm not sure your situation, Paige, but if you are coming home and then going to the gym, or say you're going to do that, I would pack my gym bag so that I don't have to stop at home and then go right to it. Or the second you get home from work, put on your workout clothes. Don't sit down and get your workout in. Make sure you have a pre-workout snack though. But don't let anything in your environment distract you. If you turn the TV on, it's going to distract you. If you sit down on the couch, it's going to distract you. So think of, how can I make this a path of least resistance? How can I set this scenario up to pull me in the direction that I want to go, rather than me fighting up against this wall every time I say I want to work out? We've got to make it as easy as we can on ourselves, right? Grease that wheel. Grease the wheel so that it just starts to roll on its own. And this rolling is that confidence loop that I'm talking about, right? And then you start going. And the more you do it, the easier it is. So that's what we have to do. And then the other reason, the other thing is, yes, remembering your why. But if you can, so when you're feeling like you don't want to, can you close your eyes for a second and create that feeling of what it feels like post-workout, right? It feels like I did the thing. I feel alive. Close your eyes and create that feeling. Generate the feeling before the workout. And this is a little more top level stuff, but that's also going to get you in the mood. So whatever sort of pre-workout ritual that you can come up with that works for you, that will help tremendously. So that's it. I'd love to hear what you guys do when you are not motivated. Again, I'm a huge music person. I am a huge nerd. I will listen to like Eric the Hip Hop Preacher and get myself pumped up. I love getting pumped up, but I also know I can't always be my own hype girl, right? So then that's when I turn to Eric the Hip Hop Preacher or TD Jakes. Like I said, I am a huge nerd and I love someone talking to me about how good, like how I can do this. And maybe that's what you need in your ear too. You guys have a wonderful day and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.